So my name is Sally Murfet and I'm based in southeast Tasmania and I work with farmers and agribusinesses right around Australia to help them develop teams that perform well together. So am I a farmer? No, I am a farmer's daughter though, and my entire career has essentially been founded on the farmer. So when farmers are going through difficult times, me as an agri professional, I go through a difficult time as well. So your question to me, Danny, was essentially what's your one piece of advice in terms of navigating difficult seasons? And I guess my piece of advice is a season, whether you're talking climatic or weather, and whether you're talking professionally, pretty similar in terms of the nature of the advice that I would give. And my advice would be that there are things that you can control. So essentially, if you think about it like a circle, like the things inside this circle are things that you control, the way that you show up for your team and your family in difficult times, the way that you communicate with each other, the tone that you set, the culture that you create, they're things that you have control over as an individual. And then there's stuff outside of this circle in terms of things that you cannot control, the weather being the primary one of those, the current state of the political environment, what are interest rates doing, what's the economy doing, and all those sort of things. We do not have control over that, and so you manage the stuff in the middle, what you can control in the middle, and you mitigate against whatever's on the outside of that circle. And I guess my primary piece of advice out of that is how you show up matters. Whether that's in a farm team in terms of paid employees or whether that's within your family unit, how you show up matters. You set the tone for everything that happens within that unit. So you've got to take care of yourself, because burnt out leaders and burnt out family members just don't perform. Focusing on sleep, focusing on hydration, focusing on movement and connection, they would be my primary piece of advice. I'd add to that, staying present and calm, I think is really important in navigating difficult times. And again, because that sets the tone. I'll give you an example of setting the tone. That if you have a 10-second outburst, a 5 to 10-second outburst, the stress of that outburst can last in your system for up to 23 hours. And that cortisol hit that you get as a result of a 5 to 10-second outburst can cause things like strokes, migraines, diabetes, a whole bunch of different things that it can create. And so it's really important that you focus on you.